some pasta. Alright, this is my lazy girl pasta. We're gonna use some hummus for our protein. We have some dairy-free herb and cheese, garlic and herb. It's a cheese spread. We're obviously going to use plant-based butter. And we have our pasta, right? So this is my lazy girl pasta, but I'm gonna talk to you guys while I cook real quickly, so don't judge how this goes on. But I want to tell you guys about my favorite client, Yolanda. Yolanda was not a regular client. She came in as such, as a woman who just wanted to start working out for the sake of her kids, but also wanted to feel good in her skin, which I was completely understanding of, right? But one thing Yolanda has said in our consultation was that she never keeps a trainer for long. She always keeps a trainer for 1 or 2 months, and it doesn't work out. So I took it as a challenge. Not because I want to be the best trainer that you ever had, but like, why is it that you always quit after 2 months? To me, that's not normal. But it also means that you probably run from something that you could potentially be, someone you could potentially be. So my job was to hone in on that. So I decided to listen to her concerns, listen to her goals, but push her in the same breath. See who she can be and try to get her to that. Yolanda is a little backstory. Yolanda is a woman from the Bronx, so we have that in common. She is a mom of 6, 3 of her own, and 3 are fosters. She also is taking care of her goddaughter right now. For the past year, actually. Now you're probably like, how do you know all this? Because, needless to say, she stuck around more than 2 months. She stuck around longer than 2 months. I got Yolanda to open up about who she was, what she's endured, and that didn't come within 2 months. That came with time. That came with pushing her and getting her to understand what she can do with her body. Whether she wanted to see it or not, I believe that this could be right for her. But she had to trust herself as well as trust me. And in order for your client to trust you, you have to open up to them as well. You have to make them feel like they're not in this alone, and you're not just somebody who is fit. You're not just somebody who is certified. You're somebody who is a human too, and have endured your own trials and tribulations. And she understood that. She heard me. There's a lot of things Yolanda knows about me that I wouldn't tell anybody. And there's things that I know about her that she wouldn't have told me she didn't. But she's probably one of my favorite clients. Not because she has the biggest success story. Yolanda sucked at tracking her progress. And like most women, we really don't want to hop on the scale because it becomes very discouraging. Yolanda became my favorite because she was honest. Yolanda was supportive of everything I did, bad and good. Me and her oldest are around the same age. And I knew we were getting somewhere when we got to 2 months and she felt comfortable enough to ask me if I can help her out while she was on vacation. She said, can you just pick my daughter up from the train station? Now, a lot of my clients become like friends, right? And when you don't have a lot of people in your community, or people that you trust, you lean on the ones that you see the most. I was seeing Yolanda for 30 minutes. Right? Yeah, 30 minutes, 3 times a week. 30 minutes, 3 times a week. Which probably to you is like, okay, and that's a lot. That is a lot for a woman who works from home. That is a lot for a woman who has 6 kids. A loving husband at home who decided to retire. It is a lot to dedicate time out your week for yourself. But she did it. She did it because she wanted to. She did it because she wanted to be active for her kids. She did it because she wanted something for herself. Which most moms that come to my studio do. That's what they start off as. I want to be the active mom at the soccer games or at the volleyball games or running down the sideline at football games. I get it. I love this garlic and herb cheese spread because as soon as it gets heated up, you can smell all of it. So, as time went on, Yolanda came around. Yolanda was around for 2 months, then 3 months, then 4 months, then 5 months, then 6 months. When we got to 6 months, I couldn't hold it no more. Normally I don't say anything. I was like, oh, you know you just hit your 6-month mark? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you've been with me for 6 months. She's like, no. I'm like, yeah. Can't believe it, can you? And she couldn't. She couldn't. But instead of having to track her progress with weighing her in and having her do pictures, I tracked her progress by seeing what she was able to lift, paying attention to her form, me messing up numbers of counting to make sure that she was actually counting and being intentional about moving her body. Now, I know she's probably watching this and was like, oh, this girl was doing it to me on purpose. Absolutely. I do it to all my clients that come in and they have so much on their mind and they just start going and going and going. I do it to women who are constantly on the go and don't take time for themselves. So they go, wait, that's not 9. That's 12. Oh, is it now? Okay. Because you're moving your body with intention. Yolanda was with me for 2 years until I decided to move. If I didn't move, she would have stuck around. And moving made it hard for me. Because I didn't want to lose her. And I probably like, oh, you don't want to lose her as a client, you don't want to lose that money. I don't charge my clients much. But I didn't want to lose her as a friend. And I didn't want to stop her journey. I wanted her to keep going. I wanted her to know that she was still supported. Like most people, some people don't do well online. They just know they can't handle the independence, which is understandable. Now, you're probably still wondering, well, why is she your favorite story? Why is she your favorite client? It just sounds like a regular client. Probably sounds like you think that we were trauma dumping on each other. No. She was my favorite client because she was honest, she was real. She told me what she needed and I heard her cries. She told me what she wanted and I heard her. I knew when she needed support but didn't want to ask for it. That's the thing about being a trainer, is you have to be able to be there for your client when they don't even think you are going to be. You have to be able to dictate what's right from wrong for them. But you also have to be able to just listen and let them vent. And I did. There was times that she would just talk and I would just listen. Because for most women, and especially moms, that moment with your trainer, if you trust them, is your moment of venting. So that's your therapy session. She would walk in and be like, hey, Kayla, I need a therapy session. All right, bet. I already knew what time that meant. And then for 30 minutes, I had to let her speak and let her say her piece and let her get it off her chest before she gets home. I loved everything about working with Yolanda. Leaving, the last day I saw her, I cried. She didn't want to cry either. She didn't want to cry because she's never cried in front of me, and I've never cried in front of her. And it wasn't because our friendship was ending, no. It's because an era in both our lives were ending. She was excited for me when I was moving. Very excited. She's more excited than my own mom. And then Yolanda was my support system. Just like I was hers. Always put a little pasta water in whatever sauce. It don't matter even if it's red sauce. Put a little pasta water in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the hummus in there. And then, because I'm like a very cheesy girl, I'm probably gonna throw in a little bit of cheese. I don't think we have much cheese left over. You're probably like, why didn't you use all the hummus? Because I have falafels. Then I'm gonna give a little bit of hummus. My relationship with Yolanda was one of a kind. It was one that I will never forget. One that I know I will never get again. Because every client has their specific impact on me, the same way I have my impact on them. Being a trainer isn't just about who you help, or what exercises you know, or how many people you've trained throughout the years. To me, it's about how did I help you overcome your fears? How did I help you overcome that self-sabotage? How did I help you become your strongest self, mentally and physically? Violife, she is one of the best. I'm talking to the women and I'm talking to the moms. You can be exactly who you envisioned yourself to be. You're not going to be your old self. You're not going to be that 20-year-old self that had the skinny body. You're not. You have to let that part of you go. Once you let that part of yourself go and realize that you are growing into a different version of yourself, and accept that, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be your daughter's role model. You'll be your son's favorite image of a woman. You'll be greatness. And whether people see it or not,
It's all about how you see yourself. So you can tell your sons and your daughters, these are the mistakes I've made and I don't want you to make the same ones. But this is how I've overcome them. When I tell you Yolanda is that image of seeing someone else's mistakes and knowing that she doesn't want to do the same, and knowing that she can help so many other people, that she has to help herself first. I always have love for that woman. Always. She's taught me so much about the world, but about myself, and the type of mother I want to be when I have kids. So if you like this message, or you like Yolanda's story, I'm over here making the messages. If you like Yolanda's story, comment below, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to show you guys the end product of this after I'm done, because I don't think I'm the best at recording and cooking at the same time. But I'll show you guys the end product.